What's going on, y'all? It's the Bear here once again, and I've been playing a lot on my OUYA. I had an Xbox One. I turned it in to get back my Xbox 360 because a lot of the games that I have on my Xbox 360 are just not backwards compatible yet with the Xbox One. I like Modern Warfare 3. Actually, tell you the truth, I think that Modern Warfare 3 is the best Call of Duty so far. I see a lot of people that's like playing like the Black Ops 2 and obviously the Black Ops 3 and all and Advanced Warfare, but I think that Modern Warfare 3 was the best Call of Duty. I'm still playing. I'm still having fun on Drop Zone. That's my favorite mode. You know what I'm saying? I still play that. I still play that a lot. So, but like Red Dead Redemption, that should have been another game on the Xbox One. See, when the backwards compatibility was announced at E3 of last year, I thought this was sweet. I go to a GameStop store, I go and buy a game, Xbox 360 game, and I just put it on my Xbox One. No, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like what it should have been was basically most of the titles, or half of the titles, you know what I'm saying? Well, let's say most of the titles on the Xbox 360 should have been backwards compatibility from the get-go, from the start on the Xbox One. But no, you have a selected few. And let me tell you something right now. Out of the 120 plus or 130 plus games, there are only maybe 10 or 15 that are actually worth playing on the Xbox One right now. There should have been a lot more than that. And I did a previous video a while ago about Skyrim being one of those games. I have to get an Xbox 360. I turned my Xbox One in to go back to Xbox 360 for numerous reasons. But another reason why is because I like Skyrim. Skyrim to me is the best RPG that has ever been made by Bethesda or any other developer. But I can't play it on my Xbox One. This month, in February, they had 4 or 5 games that was just horrible. So what do I mean, 4 or 5 games, seriously, that nobody's going to play? When the backwards compatibility thing was announced, I was super excited. Now, I think it's just full of shit. I don't like it because they got these selected few titles that you can actually play. I'd rather play them, I play my Xbox 360 now, basically just for the Modern Warfare 3. But I'm playing more on my OUYA. And I know a lot of people will probably say the NVIDIA Shield is better and things like that. I don't care about specs and shit like that as long as it plays my old school games. And the OUYA was the best choice. The NVIDIA Shield may be a step above, but I'm having no problems at all on my OUYA. No problems. It's playing my old school games, and that's all I want. All I want is a gaming console that plays my old school game. Now, later on down the line, a few months and stuff like that, I might try out the NVIDIA Shield. I don't know too much about it yet. I know it is another gaming console, and it cost about $200. I paid for my OUYA $90 and stuff like that, But I'm having a blast on it. Later, like I said, maybe later on down the line, I might try the NVIDIA Shield. But, what I want to basically say is this, is that I love my OUYA, and I love the games, the 2,000 plus games from, okay, here's the list now. NES, Super NES, Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64, PlayStation, Mommy, or whatever, Mommy, Mama, Ma'am, whatever the case may be, MAME, okay? Neo Geo, Dreamcast. I think I'm missing one. But anyway, I'm playing all those old school games, on my OUYA. And I love my OUYA, But when it comes to the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, I had problems. But let me talk about the Xbox One. I had problems on the Xbox One with my friend list. and playing multiplayer games. That's what I basically had a problem with the multiplayer games. For some reason, I could play multiplayer games on my Xbox 360, but I can't do it on my Xbox One. I had a hard time. And the Xbox One was supposed to be the better console, the more advanced console or whatever. But I don't know what it is, but I had many problems. And I have internet of 30 megabytes per second. Okay? 30 megabytes per second. I should not be having problems as far as internet goes on my Xbox One. But I think it's the servers on the Xbox One that I'm having a lot of problems with. And I know I can't be the only one that had problems like seeing like friend lists being updated and things like that. You know, playing multiplayer games and things like that. I know I can't be the only one. But I had a lot of problems. So I said, you know, I'm going to trade in my Xbox One and I'm going to get on the Xbox 360. And that's what I did. And YouTube is working flawlessly. I had a problem on my Xbox One with that. Netflix is working flawlessly. I had a problem on my Xbox One. I had a lot of problems, you know. So I play my Xbox 360, but I am more into my OUYA. I really am. As far as, you know, if anybody wanted to know how to get this set up and things like that, you're going to have to do your homework for yourself. The one thing I can tell you is this. You will need a flash drive, a USB flash drive preferably, only because it has the OUYA only has one USB port. And another thing, it will probably be good to have a USB 3.0 splitter. That's what I got for my OUYA, so that you can have 4 ports instead of 1. Okay, because I have a USB flash drive and I have my Xbox 360 wired controller on my USB 3.0 splitter, and it works perfectly. It works no problems, you know. So definitely get a USB splitter, because if you are trying to hook up multiple USB flash drives and you're trying to hook up your Xbox 360 wired controller, you will need something like that. You will need it. USB 3.0 splitters come with 4 ports. You know what I'm saying? I got one for my OUYA and I got one for my computer. No problems. I bought them on eBay for like $9. They're only $9, and they're worth it. Trust me, they are worth it. But man, my OUYA is working excellent, and I love it. My OUYA, I will say right now, the OUYA is the best gaming console for me, because I'm an old school gamer. I really am. And I'm going to be an old school gamer for life. That'll never change for me. You know, I'm a type of person, I'd rather play Super Mario Brothers 3 than to play, you know, basically anything on my 360. I'll play that more than anything on my Xbox 360, you know, on my Xbox One. You know, if I had an Xbox One, I would play Super Mario Bros. 3, Battletoads, Double Dragon, Streets of Rage, Golden Axe, Sonic. The list goes on and on. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'd rather do. You know? So, I love my OUYA. It's the best gaming console. Maybe not down the line. I hate when it gets on time. Maybe down the line I will get the NVIDIA Shield. But my OUYA has been working great for me right now. I love it. And all the games, you play them in HD, which is fantastic. You know? Before I bought my OUYA, I had a Sega Genesis with the built-in 80 games. Come to find out, there's no HD on the console, and there was only 40 Sega Genesis games. Excuse me. There's only 40 Sega Genesis games, and there's 40 independent games. And the Sega Genesis games that was only good to me was Vector Man, Streets of Rage series, the Golden Axe, and the Sonic, and maybe the Mortal Kombat. But that's about it. You know what I'm saying? So it was a big ripoff. I don't think even Family Dollar is even selling that console anymore, because, you know, they don't have it advertised, which you should, basically tell people you're going to get 40 Sega Genesis games and 40 independent games, just to be fair. But a lot of when they sell it in stores, they actually really didn't do that. I didn't see it in the box or whatever. But anyway, I love my OUYA. My OUYA is the best gaming console, hands down, and I'm going to be playing that for years and years to come. All right, y'all. This is the Bear, and I'm out. Peace.